Hello, Sim here. So we've had some good news in the Call of Duty universe, well, for World War II anyway, and to do with 60Hz updates. But before I crack into that, I just wanted to quickly go to a couple of tweets about my channel. Obviously you guys have realised that I haven't been uploading videos on a regular basis, and basically I hit some storage issues. For a bit of fun, I posted up a poll, and you guys voted on how much storage you think I have for like editing and backups and stuff. And most of you thought, oh, it's either the 14 terabytes or the 28 terabytes. And nope, the actual answer is 42 terabytes. Although that's now been reduced by 4 because I've lost a hard drive. Anyway, let's get on to Call of Duty. So Michael Condry, I was going to say tweeted, but he didn't tweet, he reddited. This information saying we're going to update packets at 60 times per second in both directions when network bandwidth allows. So basically, if you've got dedicated servers and you always connect to dedicated servers and you've got good internet, not really slow internet, then the server is going to be giving you all the player position updates in the gaming world at 60 times a second, and vice versa, your gaming machine, whether it be PC or console, will update the server at 60 times a second. So this is good news considering in the days of modern advanced movements and all that jazz, since Advanced Warfare was all touted as advanced movement stuff, faster, moving around the maps, you need to be able to have your bullets connect with other enemies, because where you perceive them to be in the game world, you want to know that that's really where they are in reality. And with 60Hz updating both directions, server and client, this is going to be good news. Now obviously there's a caveat to this. We know traditionally that we've got a mixed, what they call a hybrid system. You've got dedicated servers or you have peer-to-peer. So depending where you live in the world, you may never have dedicated servers, you've just got peer-to-peer, i.e. your gaming machine is going to be the host, when you're unlucky or lucky, depending on how the game plays, and the other console gamers or PC gamers then connect to that host, and you get to play the game. And also traditionally when the servers get overloaded, because they've got double XP on and you run out of dedicated servers, then you drop to the fallback position of peer-to-peer network where some gamer becomes the host for that game. So when it drops to that scenario, you're going, well, am I going to get 60Hz updates from the host who's a fellow gamer? Well, maybe, but that depends on a couple of factors really. One, their internet speeds, how good is their internet, and two, whether there's a restriction from the way that Sledgehammer Games have programmed it into the console. We don't know those specifics at this point in time, we just don't know. Assuming that the console code allows you, when you're unlucky enough to become a host, to send updates at 60Hz, then sweet, fantastic news. So this variability is going to be there because, well, basically it's all dependent on everybody's internet connections. The dedicated servers will be able to send out a maximum of 60 times a second, but if your download speed is not up to snuff, then you're not going to be receiving 60Hz updates. You're going to receive something slower, and it will probably figure that out what speed that's going to be when you launch the game. Similarly, if your upload speed is really bad, then you're not going to be able to send 60Hz updates either. So you're going to have a variability, but either way, it's a lot better than the current gaming situation is for Call of Duty. At long last, it brings it in line with Battlefield, Call of Duty's main competitor, because Battlefield 4 has been doing 60Hz updates. And they call it they call it a tick rate, but that's what it means. How many times a second is the gaming world going to be updated? So it's good news, and I hope that's crystal clear to all of you. So moving on to another favourite topic of all of ours, I'm sure, supply drops. Again, Michael Condry has reddited out that supply drops are going to be cosmetic only, there's no stat-based variants, blah de blah. And it's like, yeah, but we've heard this before. I hope that the weapon variants and all this sort of stuff have gone, because I don't want weapon balance and all this jazz to be ruined within the game. I really don't. I do see them launching originally with cosmetic only type supply drops, but I do suspect that they will introduce new guns. Hopefully the weapon variant stuff that ruins balance and just destroys the gaming experience is gone, but I do envisage them, you know, melee weapons, all that type of jazz, with no stupid kill streaks and, or weapon streaks and all that jazz coming through. But I do expect Activision to force that upon Sledgehammer, which then forces upon us, etc, etc. We saw it with Black Ops 3, so I'm expecting to see it again. Finally! Now, one of the other things I was hoping for, a lot of my gaming buddies was hoping for it to come back, was Clan Wars, but it's been confirmed. Nope, no Clan Wars. It's not coming. It's a real shame, really. If you've got a slight competitive streak, or you want to be, within your particular, and I don't want to use the word division, ranking within the whole clan ladder sort of thing that they had in Clan Wars. It's a shame that they've dropped it, but obviously this must be an Activision direction, and whether that's because it stressed out their servers in the past, or it was too expensive for them to run and they didn't see the financial benefits compared to supply drops. Supply drops came in with, yes, Advanced Warfare, so maybe went, oh, okay, actually there's more of a money maker, and we're seeing a better buck ratio, I guess, how much money they spend and how much money they get back, and decided to drop it. Now, whether with the esports and all that sort of stuff and competitive stuff that's coming out later, that may change and it gets renamed to something else. We'll have to wait and see. Now, I've let you know my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, I'm really interested to see what you guys think, and other features that you might be expecting to see in multiplayer that hasn't been announced yet. Let me know down below. As always, I appreciate a thumbs up. It really does help my channel grow. And if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. Until next time, this has been Sim.